I find it very interesting how even on a subconscious level, as in below the level of our conscious thought, that our brains, which, we are our brains, really, but our brains are not always the best at giving themselves what they need. And specifically, what I'm thinking about lately is my brain needs rest. I've been pushing a lot. I'm tired. I'm having trouble word finding. That's like where you can't think of the word, or you lose your train of thought halfway through. I've been a bit clumsy. I've just been like holding something and just dropped it. These are the cues that you're like actually like way overtired, not just fatigued, which can be a bit different and has to do with energy, and you can fix that with various other things, get blood flow and hydration and energy. That's a different thing. You can feel slow and sluggish then, but when your brain is actually just tired, it stops working. You stop making as good decisions. You lose your train of thought. You take YouTube videos on rambling, wandering pathways. Just for example, hypothetically, right? And bear with me. I know my brain needs rest at the moment, but in my downtime, in its downtime, as in my brain's downtime, it's choosing to do stimulating activities because it's still trying to eke out a tiny bit more dopamine. It wants me to scroll screens, for example. It doesn't want me to, it wants to. Even though what it should be doing, in my opinion, this is getting a bit weird, would be to rest at every opportunity that it could, and like rest as in sleep, or do NSDR or something similar. But instead, available moments have been spent scrolling or doing things. I have to consciously override the subconscious drive to do stimulating and therefore further tiring activities, to consciously choose to stand outside and just touch grass and be in nature and feel sunlight, or the wind or the rain on my face, just something grounding and restorative. My brain isn't gravitating towards that. I have to consciously choose that. I find that so interesting, that even my brain doesn't know what's best for it on the level of the deep driving forces. Or rather, my brain does because I do. And I am my brain. But despite knowing, it doesn't matter, because the choice that is being made through the actions being taken is not one that's in alignment. It is itself a slave to the chemicals in it. The drive to just get more dopamine however it fucking can, from whatever source at whatever the cost, no matter how exhausted and drained I am. And how much, if I slept, I would have more dopamine from any other activity anyway, because of about a dozen reasons. But it doesn't think like that. It thinks in the moment, a part of it is craving this now, seek, and yeah. Just interesting. So even if on that level my brain can't do what's best for it, really does just show you how few of the things that we do are really in our best interest, and how hard we have to contend with ourselves, with our own desires, to make sure that we are doing what's best for us. It seems sometimes we can't really let our guard down because the automatic response is very rarely the correct one. At least in my experience, particularly lately, through the lens that's coloring my perception in recent times. There are some thoughts for your consideration. Thank you for your time. If you like this video, post a new video every single day of 2024. So hit subscribe and see what I talk about tomorrow. Thanks for sticking in here. So, I was doing well to this last bit. But bye now. Bye. Time to go rest.